Hello gamers. Welcome to another one of my videos. In this video, I will be using my VBA macro-enabled program file called AttractMode plus ArtWorks ReNamer 2.0.xlsm. It is an improved version compared to the one in my previous video. In this version, I have added new functions such as Transition Artworks checkbox, a button to delete unwanted artworks, and preview of selected artwork checkbox, especially in AttractMode scraper folder. Seems like we have a lot to cover, so let's go. As you can see, in this AttractMode Plus Novato theme, there are the same marquee and fan art images of each game, even when we cycle through the games wheel. If we look in the PS2/fan art and marquee folder, each game has only one artwork named as the game name. To have transition effect, we need to put them in a folder. In this example, as shown here, in AttractMode scraper folder /PS2/fan art. My Excel program will create subfolders according to the name of the games. Multiple artworks of a game can be placed in these folders. These artworks will be randomly shown for transition effect. This is what we want. We need to put at least a minimum of 2 images in each folder, else it defeats the purpose of transitioning artwork. For best result, put 4 images or more in each folder, for transitioning effect to take place more frequently. Whenever there is a folder with the same name as the game, AttractMode will randomly cycle through the artworks in that folder. The images inside the folder can be of any file name, as long as the folder name is the same as the game, as shown here. My program will handle that when the Transition Artworks checkbox is checked. On my desktop, I have already downloaded some images and screen recorded 2 MP4 videos for this demo. I have them categorized accordingly, so that I can find them easily, such as fan arts will be found in my _fan art folder, etc. Some of these files were downloaded as it is. I don't have to rename them, unless there are files with the same file name, only then I will rename it. Open my Excel program. In Sheet 1, click the Reset All button, then click Yes. Always start this way for any new project. Click on AttractMode button. Find your AttractMode folder, in my case it is on the desktop. Click one time on desktop, click one time on AttractMode Plus folder, or whatever folder you named it as long as you see the folder name in the folder name box, then click OK. Next click on Emulators button. Automatically, we will be in Emulators folder, as shown here. In this demo, I have only one emulator already configured, ps2.cfg. Click one time on the emulator config file, then click OK. Or you can just double-click it. In cell C6, here is where the emulator name will be at. It is not the ROM or game. This will allow us to import Snap and Marquee to the AttractMode Plus main menu. Before we do any changes to the artworks, click the Backup button. Click OK to close the message box. This will allow us to restore the artworks later. The backup activity that we just did will be logged in tab Sheet 2, as shown here. Next, click on My Artworks button. Locate your artworks, make sure you see the folder name in the folder name box, then click OK. Check these 2 checkboxes for option to preview artworks and transitioning artworks. Select art type in cell F5, since we have loaded my _fan art folder under my artworks, set it to fan art. Clicking on any of the artworks in column E, and the image preview picture will be displayed, as shown here. If you want to delete unwanted or junk files from your artworks folder, highlight the file then click Delete button. Click Yes to delete. In tab Sheet 2, we can see the deleted file information logged here. Next, click on one of the game in column C. The selected cell will be in red. At his juncture, our PS2 scraper folder is in single artwork mode, as shown here. Let's fix that. Click on first image in column E or My Artworks column. The selected cell will be in red, and a preview of the image will be displayed, so that we can see that it is the correct image. Now, click on Copy to AttractMode button. Click Yes to confirm. Click OK to close the message box. In tab Sheet 2, as you can see, new log entries have been logged here. This is what we want. Repeat the same process for the rest of the game ArtWorks. At this juncture, when we open File Explorer and go to scraper /ps2/fanart folder, all the 4 images are now in a folder, and the folder is named exactly as the game name by my program. Repeat the process for the next game, as shown here. Next, select Marquee in cell F5, and your ArtWorks too. Then same process for Snap. Preview of video files such as .mp4 files will be played externally via whatever app that your PC associated with. In my case, it is Windows Media Player. When you get this error after clicking Copy to Attract Mode button, uncheck the Transition Artwork checkbox. Also for Wheel ArtWorks. In case you don't want to see preview, as it can get a bit annoying, uncheck the Preview Artwork checkbox. You can now save the logs in Tab Sheet 2 to a text file. The saved text file will be located at the same directory as the Excel file is. Let's open Attract Mode Plus. As you can see, when we spin the wheel, the fan art and marquee images changes. If we were to idle the spin wheel in 10 to 20 seconds, we will see fan art and marquee transitioning by itself. This is what we want. Let's launch a game.
Get me closer to the road.
If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. Subscribe to my channel and click the notification bell to be notified whenever I upload a new video. Thanks for watching.